I'm joined by Carol Fullerton, and she's a two-term state representative who used to represent District 151, Georgia House District 151, and now she's running for the newly formed Georgia House District 153. And we're here to talk about the upcoming primary election on Tuesday, July 31st, and welcome.
Thank you.
And you served 2 terms as a lawmaker representing Georgia House District 151, and now thanks to redistricting, you're running for the newly created Georgia House District 153 seat, which pretty much stretches from the Doherty-Worth County line, including the Marine Corps logistics space, all the way to the edge of the Doublegate Country Club in Northwest Albany. And what is it like, dealing with the challenge of redistricting?
Well, it's certainly a political process. Fortunately, while I am always a Democrat at heart, I know that because we have Republican leadership in control of the House, Senate, and the General Assembly, and the governor's office, we all have to work together. So I try to be able to do that on occasion when they need me to do something. And I try to do my homework and be a good representative for everybody, for both parties. But the Democratic Party is always my home. They have been, the leadership, as they redrew the lines, was very kind to me, as opposed to some of the metropolitan Atlanta folks. And they drew a district that is very close to what my district has been in population diversity in the past 4 years. They added on a little bit of West Albany because Representative Ed Reinders is no longer going to be a part of our delegation. We will add on a new representative, whoever wins the new House seat 151 that Gerald Green sort of holds right now. He's in an election for that seat. And then Winfred Dukes and I will be the delegation if we're all elected. I'm very happy to represent the Marine Corps logistics space and add that to my East Albany group of folks. And I represent most of East Albany, as you said earlier in your opening statement. Adding Doublegate and St. Andrews and some of that group is a new group of constituents for me. I've never, in my 2 terms on the City Commission, represented that area, nor in the last 4 years, so that will be a challenge to add those folks to the list. It is still a majority-minority district, of course, and that is the group that I'm accustomed to representing, and I hope I'm doing it well.
During your tenure in the Georgia General Assembly, you've been a strong advocate for Albany and Southwest Georgia. And how do you plan to continue that advocacy if you're re-elected?
It is my understanding that if I'm re-elected, that we will have the Albany State money for the Ray Charles Fine Arts Center and classroom building in the budget for this next year. We still have to get it through the process. We have to still hope for a good economy so we have money coming in. There's still a lot of ifs out there, but I'm looking forward to that happening if all goes well. I will continue to work with local elected officials to try to bring what is available on the state level that I'm aware of to Doherty County officials to help them fund their programs and to be able to help them in any ways that we can, be it the school board or the city or the county commission.
And what other issues do you plan to address?
What other issues?
Yes.
Whatever comes up. Every day is different. You get calls from all 3 colleges, even though I only absolutely represent in my district Albany State University. I help Albany Technical College. I was out there this morning for ribbon cutting, and Darton on occasion when I'm able to help them, though that is actually in Representative Duke's district still. We work with the school system in any way that we can, bringing grants down, working out problems that we might have, and working with the Georgia Municipal Association and the County Commissioners Association of Georgia in helping them bring programs to Southwest Georgia for economic development. Also working with the Department of Economic Affairs, Economic Development on the state level, and the Department of Transportation, the Department of Health and Human Services, all those things that are available on the state level, hoping that we'll be able to find some good programs to bring to the people of Dougherty County.
Is there anything else you would like to add that hasn't been discussed so far?
I think that we need to think through about the T-Splost issue that is in front of us, all of us voters, for this year. It has not been funded or handled exactly the way I would have liked for it to. I would have preferred it be funded in a different way, but the projects, the end product is this. If we don't pass T-Splost, this 1 penny sales tax that all of the visitors that come through Albany and Southwest Georgia, all over Georgia, help pay, not just the people who live here. If we don't pass that, we're going to be another 10 years or so behind in funding the projects that we need on that list. And foremost on that list is widening Highway 133 between here and Valdosta, so that we can provide the Marine Corps logistics base in Fort Benning with a straight shot to Jacksonville to get the goods out to our servicemen and women wherever they may be in the world. And we want to keep them here because they're such a good partner and neighbor in Dougherty County and for Southwest Georgia.
Would you like to add any final comments?
Thank you for allowing me to be interviewed, and I'm always available. My cell phone is the best way to call me, and it's on all my literature and on my website, both personal House of Representatives and the state website. All of the information, my website, my phone numbers, and address, which is my home here in Albany, and my address and numbers in Atlanta.
Thank you, Carol Fullerton, who's running for State Representative in Georgia House District 153. And a reminder to vote in the primaries on Tuesday, July 31st. And thank you, Representative Fullerton, for being here.
Thank you.